Alright, today is Saturday, June, well, it's almost Father's Day, so I think it's the 13th, and what you're seeing here is a little tool called a mole. It uses air pressure to pound a hole for itself through the ground, and it's gonna run its way right out to this other hole here we've dug. And it's going to replace, what you see there is our old water main wrapped in foil. Hole's gonna come out here. I'm gonna plug it back into the house. And this has prevented us from having to dig a ditch and pull out all those plants between here and the road. I'm doing it with the help of my buddy and neighbor, Russ Saunders. Super grateful to you, Russ, thank you. His family owns the Handy Anti Tool Rental Company, so he's got his tow behind air compressor here that is powering the valve, runs the hose down behind the mole, and you can see there's that hose just gradually, slowly moving in. Ah, what a good Father's Day. So now, it's run past this tree, which is our biggest worry because we thought it might hit a root that could divert it or block it. But if I feel with my feet, I can stand right about here and I can feel it under my feet shaking every time it pounds. And I feel it a little bit less if I go here and a little bit less if I go here. So I can figure the tip of this thing is just right about here. And it's moving at a pretty good pace, so it shouldn't be too long before we get to see this thing hopefully coming out right around here. Hopefully the hole's deep enough that it's right where the thing pokes out at. Alright, should be less than a minute now before this thing shows its beautiful face. Might be just a little bit lower than the hole that we dug. Oh, here it comes. Yeah, there it is, little brass dirt torpedo. Yeah, it climbed up quite a bit. Yeah, I'm glad you helped to divert it while you were at the midway. And now this little mole has done its job. Hey, Russ. Yeah. Yes. All right, so we ran the hose through, and now we're pulling we took the bullet off the end, and now we're pulling this thing back. And we've attached the new hose to the end of this hydraulic hose, and a few more nice smooth tugs here, and we ought to see the new water main coming out. So I'm just grabbing and pulling, and the hose is so smooth. There it is. Yes, we are. I'm pulling on a little extra 4 feet or so.
Yep, sounds good.
All right. All right, here's the end of the water pipe. It goes down and into the hole that our good little mole bored. So here's just a quick shot of the dirt torpedo. Loaded it back in the truck, ready to go back to the place, and I just want to show it. If I tilt it this way, you can hear the piston on the inside going back and forth when it drops to the end. And so banging that thing back and forth on the inside is what creates the movement. And just lifting that with one arm, I'm guessing it's at least 35 pounds. And boy, oh boy, is it a neat, nice thing. So the thing that would have been the most interesting part for this video was unfortunately not on camera. You notice there's some water in the bottom of the hole now? Well, my neighbor friend Russ, who was helping me with this, he looked over at this water shutoff valve here, and he had a look, and he said he thought he wasn't so sure that it was, wasn't so sure that this was totally watertight. He thought maybe it was dripping a little bit of a drip. So he has me turn on the water, then he comes over here and he says he turned this thing only about 1/8 of an inch, and then the whole thing blew up on him. This thing ruptured right out of it, so it was obviously corroded and compromised. And so we're also replacing the water shutoff valve. I am super grateful that this happened today while we're digging in here anyway, and not like, you know, after we tried to restart burying it, or even you know, weeks or months or whatever down the road. But another super fortunate thing is there was a chance that this joint between the shutoff valve and the copper that runs into the house might not have come loose, but it twisted off easily enough with double wrenches like you're supposed to do. And so now I'm going to replace it with this shiny new thing, and that'll be much more intact. But I kind of love this shutoff valve. I wish I could... I'll just pause the camera here, but I'll show. Here's what it looks like when it's open. And so here's the inside of it now that it's shut. And the ball that closes it shut is so shiny, it almost looks like you're looking through it, but you're actually not. That's actually just the reflection of the stuff behind me reflecting off the ball that shuts off the valve. So I'll screw that in there nice and tight, and then make my joints, and this is pretty darn close to being done now. So now I've got to clean this, the threads off really good here to make sure all the pipe dope that was previously on there dried comes out clean, so we have all the threads available for the new joint. Okay, now with that all clean, it's time to prepare my shutoff valve by attaching this little Sharkbite adapter that's going to make it so I can attach the PEX pipe that I'm running here. But this is just for demonstration. I'm going to put pipe dope on, and I have to do it off screen, off camera. Okay, I've got the valve put together with a new thing on the end that'll connect to the PEX, and now it's time to add some more pipe dope and screw it on here and tighten it up with a couple wrenches. So I got my pipe dope on, and I'm just going to get this started by hand. And ought to be able now to do the rest with the wrench. But that'll take 2 hands, so I can't record it. Got my 2 wrenches on here, and it's almost all the way around. And now that should be plenty tight. So, take these off of here. And can't connect the PEX onto this end yet. I have to do the other end first, so that I can turn the water on and flush this out and make sure I don't have any dirt stuck in either end of the pipe. Alright, I'm back at the other end, and I need to fit this onto here. I'll add some pipe dope first, screw that in easy, and then I've already got this pipe wrench fixed on here. I'll use a crescent wrench to make sure I get it in nice and tight. Alright, and nice and easy. If this were a movie character, it would be Inigo, because Inigo. Yeah, I got it nice and tight with my double wrenches. Trim this off, and connect it is next. So use the plastic pipe cutter, and got to make sure it's as straight across as possible. Don't want it to be at an angle at all, if possible. So that means I have to turn off the camera and do it with both hands. Alright, now apart from using the mole to drill the hole in the first place, which, by the way, I want to just see if I can show a little bit more, just how clean, compact, and smooth the inside of this whole pipe is. You could probably almost, no, can't quite see light at the other end, but it's still just nice how smooth it is. But yeah, so after using the mole to drill it in the first place, next most fun part is using the little Sharkbite crimper tool. So I take this steel ring, and I slide it over the end here, and I put this guy in place. Oh, gotta move my wrenches and stuff out of the way. This is just a demonstration of how these Sharkbite things work. So it has this special coupling that, come on in closer, special coupling that connects to whatever copper pipe or whatever you have. And so you take your Sharkbite hose, you slide this little ring around it, and then you just press the hose into the coupling, the fitting, make sure it's good and snug up there. Put the ring just a small gap away, and then we have this specialized crimping tool that you just put on there. It fits right over the top, and I gotta move this down here, and then you just start squeezing it, and then it ratchets itself down really tight, and so those steel rings bite hard into the rest of the pipe coupling, and then I'm done. And so that's all joined up, and under there, like even when the joints that even the plumber did were starting to leak, but the Sharkbite thing still wasn't leaking, so it's a pretty good way to do it. This pipe that we replaced today, as I count it, it used to have about 11 different joints that were added, and each of those joints is a potential failure point. So there's a total of 3 repairs on the pipe that we did, a connection to the house in the first place, and a connection, I guess if you're going to count, to the water shutoff valve, and then a connection to the water main from the county. Now, after I've replaced this pipe, all of those patches are gone. We also replaced the water shutoff valve, and we replaced, just made new joints there. So we've eliminated all of those points of failure, and so now it appears that we have, really, this is 2 connections, one on one side of the valve, one on the other. You could also actually argue 3 because I had to insert my little coupling there. So that's 2, maybe 3 connections. And going over to the other side, following along, no longer any points of failure down here because this is just a straight pipe going through. And I come up to the front of the house where it connects to the water supply, and we have only one connection. Whoop, right here. So what was about 11 connections is now 3, and it's time for the moment of truth. The guys from the county came out and they replaced some of the pipes so that we could connect it better, but unfortunately it's dripping a little bit. That's the negative side. The positive side is that this is only dripping because it just needs to be wrenched in tighter. So here I am wrenching it tight, and then you can see the water pooling below, but once I do this, it should stop leaking. All right, that's pretty good. What I've done is I've sprinkled a little bit of dry dirt underneath all of the connections, and I have dried them off with a rag. And so basically any water that appears after I turn this water in is new, and it means it's leaking someplace. And turn this little puppy on. Heard it move for a second. Ooh, that was loud. The micro water flow meter appears to be completely stationary, which is exactly what we want. Follow the line. Back around all the landscaping that we basically didn't have to disturb. Past our little midway point. Here we have where the pipe comes out into the big hole I dug. Those drips of water there were already there. I didn't dry those off. Then it's laying atop the dry dirt here. And here's the water shutoff valve. Right now it's in the off position. There's actually a drip right there, but I don't think that's new. And underneath, this is totally dry. Next step is to turn on the water to the rest of the house. Oh, that's cool. I can hear it like echoing through the different areas of pipe. So far, so good. It sounds like water is running. I think that's because the toilet needs to fill. But I'm going to go check out in the house and see how things look and come back here. And if this is still dry, then we're in pretty good shape.